Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this information session on a beautiful Tuesday night. It is almost holiday time. It is almost festive season. Some of us have a few public holidays coming up that allows us just to relax and reflect on the year of 2021. And yes, I hope that you guys are busy. Whether you are a leader in our team or a brand new person, I hope that you are truly making some time or taking some time reflecting on what it is that you would want to achieve and do better in the year of 2022. Because let me tell you, 2022 is going to have just as much opportunities and challenges as the year of 2021 had, but challenges helps us to grow and to develop in the best possible version of ourselves, and opportunities are there to celebrate. And I hope that you are, like Heike and myself, celebrating the small victories just as much as you are celebrating your big victories. Now, tonight is an information session. We have a presidential upline sharing tonight. So basically just what that means is these are a few of our leaders in our team that really have had massive success in this business. And they're going to share from where they started. We all started at the bottom. We all made it a mission to get somewhere with this opportunity. We all decided that we are trading the 40-year plan for a 2 to 5 year plan to financial freedom. And we tonight really just want to share hope with you. We want to share some informative information with you so that you can go back and decide and get back to the person who's got you on this call, speak to them, communicate with them, share your heart. If you've got questions, ask your questions. There's no wrong question. There can really just be an informative session. And for our people that we've got on the call, everyone on here has got a few prospects. You know who invited you to the session. We've got a few people on this call as well. Please make sure that you go back to the person who's got you on the call, give them a thumbs up. They will know exactly what that means. They will send you some more information, some videos and some links with regards to the information that they will be sharing with you, or we will be sharing with you tonight. So for our leaders on this call, welcome. The QR code for the Lead Team app is 2946. You guys can go and put that into the Lead Team app, 2946. And to the leaders, just know that tonight will be the last formal online opportunity meeting from Heike and myself and the team. But we are available for smaller information sessions. We will be available right through the month of December, January, if you've got prospects that you want to share this opportunity with. But the formal Tuesday night sessions will retake in January 2022. Now, before I start this information session this evening, it is a huge privilege for Heike and myself to have our upline leaders, Brach and Sebastian Kamstra, on this call. They are gold presidentials with Manatech, but don't worry too much about the titles, a gold presidential, a presidential director. When we get to the compensation plan, Heike will be sharing that. But basically, just in short, gold presidential means that this couple has spent some time in this business. They know exactly what challenges await. They know exactly where this opportunity can take you if you plug into the system. They are the definition of success in our journey, and Heike and myself work hand by hand with them, and we learn from the best. So it is a huge privilege for Heike and myself to introduce to you this evening our gold presidentials, sharing their story and how they started. So Brach and Sebastian, over to you.
Thank you, Geraldine and Heike. What an incredible privilege to end this year off with you guys, everybody on the call. And just like Heike and Geraldine now said, they were enrolled by somebody and they are in somebody's business. The same with us. We wouldn't have done this without our platinum presidentials, Vincent and Yolandi van der Linde. And they actually walked with us up till now. And that's why we know big part of our success is because we had people working together with us, upline and downline, having an incredible group of leaders on this group tonight. And it's just an incredible privilege to look back at a year and just realize how blessed we were the last 2 years, to look back at businesses that actually have, that we could share hope. So we just want to share from our side, why are we in the business? And we started 16 years ago because of my health, but what is my why? It changed my life completely in such a way that I could start to dream with my husband again. So one of my big things that I want to challenge everybody with in this, even if you're going on a holiday or not, you know, there's something that people say, that there's a lot of people who would plan their holidays better than they would plan their next year or their life or where they're heading towards.
Yes.
And that's what we want to challenge you with at the beginning of this call. Where are you heading towards in 2022? Because if you think that you're just going to carry on with where you were, then you're going to stay where you were or even go backwards. And that's what happened to me. Our 2-star platinum, Leonie van der Linde challenged me and said, Brad, a lot of marriages, people work together and then they do their separate lives. And then at some stage in their life, they realize we're working in separate ways. We don't know each other. And she said she just realized she wanted to grow old with her husband. And my husband had the dream, he'll share his quickly. But my dream, my why is to really have a solid marriage with a shared vision. Because if you've got a shared vision, you know where you're heading towards, you know what you want in life. And that's what's inspiring me, because this is what this business have given us. We're working together with leaders, we're helping, we've got this vision of changing people's lives, and we can do it together as a family. And that's exactly what I'm not just giving health wise, but financial wise. Use this time, if you have a little bit of extra time, look at your personal time, unclutter your life and decide. But write it down. You're going to hear from a couple of leaders. Write down, what do you want to have for the year that's coming? Because it don't need to be the same that it's been this year. And we know that there's incredible things. There's been a lot of challenges, but there's going to be a lot, and lots of incredible privileges that we've got to be in a business like this, and associating with leaders like that you see on the call tonight. So yeah, that's from my side.
Thank you for that, Brad. Yes, it's exciting times, you guys, and we dressed more informally tonight for this meeting because we are already where we want to be for December, at a place here close to the sea or at the sea. So we're grateful to be here and thankful to be on this call with Heike and Geraldine and all the leaders. Well done, you guys. Well done with a great year. And we're so excited about the next year coming, despite all the challenges. So just a quick, what was my big reason for building this business was, I come from the property industry. I've been in the property industry for 30 years. Brad is an interior decorator. She's been in her industry for 30 years. So both of us have been in traditional business for most of our lives. But when Manatech found us, I realized this is an opportunity to create an online stream of income. And my big concern was what would happen with my income as a valuer in the property industry if I fall away. And it will end. So that was my concern. And with Manatech as an opportunity, I realized this is a way to create a stream of income that can last longer than my lifetime. And that's why I've put Brad and myself put in a lot of effort part-time to build this to a place where it eventually, after 10 years, replaced the income from our traditional business as a property valuer and an interior decorator. And for us, that was a great achievement. But there's people doing it now in 5 years. So we want to encourage you tonight. Listen carefully to this information on this call tonight. Be open-minded and make sure you understand what it's about, because it really has the potential to change your life health-wise and wealth-wise if you want to do it. And you can do it part-time, and that's powerful. So with that, you guys, we are looking forward to the rest of this call. It's exciting to be with Heike and Geraldine and all the leaders, and have a blessed evening.
Thank you so much, Brach and Sebastian, all the way from Vleesbaai. You are definitely in a more beautiful place at the moment than what we are, but this is just a privilege of this business. Next up, we have a presidential lady, Yolandi Jansen van Vieren. She's going to share with us her amazing why. And let me just tell you, if you have not yet heard her full story, you should definitely make contact with her, hear her out, because she really is the definition of hope for single moms out there with children. So Yolandi, your story would really bless us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Geraldine and Heike, for asking me to share tonight. And then just to my amazing upline, who is Brach and Sebastian Kamstra, just thank you so much for all your love and support in this business. So I've been part of this company now. I'm on my way to 6 years in this business. I started with this company a little bit different from Sebastian and Brach because of the products. I was financially in a situation where I lost everything. We had a small business in a small town and things went really wrong. My relationship ended. I had 2 children and I had to move from a small town back to the city to try and make a life for ourselves. Now, I don't have any proper qualifications. I didn't go and study after school. So finding a job that really paid well and putting me in a situation to take care of my children was quite difficult. So we ended up living in a garage, me and my 2 children. My little girl was 8 months old and my son was 4. So they were at the age where they actually had to start going to school, which I couldn't afford. So they were with me at home. The garage was our home. We were blessed to be together at that time. But I had these 2 little faces waking up next to me every morning that I had to take care of. So I was looking and I was praying for something that would really change our lives and something that I could do from home, because the jobs that I applied for, I would have been lucky if I would have earned maybe 8,000 to 10,000 Rand per month, which in the city, as most of you know, is almost just enough to pay your children's school fees. So I started with different things. I started to sell skincare products. I started to sell clothes. I learned how to do hair extensions. And all of that was a nice money that I got in my pocket every day. But the challenge of that was that every morning that I opened my eyes, I started at zero again. I had to stress about where am I going to get a client, where am I going to find someone to buy something from me so that I can have 100 Rand in my purse just to help with our basic needs that we had every day. And I kept going with that for a little while. And after a while, that is when Manatech found me. It was a difficult journey for me because financially I felt that I wasn't in a situation, I had no self-esteem. I thought that I wasn't able to do this. But because of the great leadership and mentorship and the people that is in this business, it empowered me to change our financial circumstances in a period of 9 months. I was able to take my children, move into our own little place. I could start sending them to school, and I could literally start sorting out our financial lives one step at a time. It is now 6 years later. I've never been more excited about this business than I am now. I can tell you that I've traveled the world with this company. I've been to places that I've only dreamed of as a little girl. My children are in a private school now because my son has a little bit of challenges with his academical side. I was able to put them in a private school. So this company has so many things, so many things that it can give you. It changed me and my children's lives, absolutely. So I hope that you listen with an open heart tonight, how you can earn some money, about the products, and you all must have a lovely Christmas and a lovely December. Thank you so much, Geraldine.
Thank you, Yolandi. Your story really is so, so amazing. from where you started in this business and where you guys are today, seeing how your kids has grown up and what they've become through this business model and the self-development program, and you being their biggest hero. So yeah, that is some true stories of hope. Maybe one of those stories resonate with you, or maybe, for example, you find yourself in a similar position where I was 2.5 years ago. So I was born and raised in a very loving family. My mom and my dad were very strict when it came to our some growing up principles that they've given to me and my brother. For example, you only get one chance in high school to do good, get good grades so that you can qualify and go to university, which I've managed to accomplish. Then got to university, studied law. Again, the principle, if you only got one chance to make it work, you're not going to waste our money. So if you fail any subject or you have to repeat any subject, that's on you. So I passed my law degree and I stepped into my first working experience in a corporate environment, being an attorney or a lawyer. And let me tell you, at a very young age of 24, 25, when I stepped into the corporate industry, I realized that this is going to be a tough industry. You have to work your way to the top. And as I've developed and as I've grown in my industry, I ended up at a firm where I've spent 8 years. I had a really well-established department, but the department was never mine. I either had to resource my own clients, or I had to wait for a partner or a senior partner to step down or to pass away before the department would be officially my department. I've spent so much time at my office. There were some days or some weeks where I spent 12 to 14 hours at the office, because if I had a day in court, which I usually had four times per week, I was in courts fighting all over our different courts and our jurisdiction areas. And then I would be behind with my drafting and with my email. So most of the time, after spending 14 hours at work, I would come home and I would spend another few hours at home working and catching up on my emails. And the refund of that was I was only paid for an 8-hour job. I can remember so well with the last company that I've been with, I had to apply for my position 3 times. And I also had to hand in a performance appraisal 3 times as to why I deserve a salary increase. Now, in that 7 years, I was declined twice on my salary increase. And the final or the third attempt that I did apply for a salary increase, the increase on my salary versus the tax deduction that thing had just didn't actually benefit me to fight for a salary increase, because the tax implication on that little amount up on my salary just wasn't beneficial. So I soon got myself in a place where I literally went to my workplace, came back home, went to my workplace, came back home, went to my workplace, come back home, day after day, month after month, year after year. I had no dreams. I had no spare time to go and do hobbies or attend hobbies. And apart from that, I literally had no cash, because all of my money would go into my flat that I rented at that point. It would have gone into my vehicle insurance. It would have gone into my medical aid. So I was the definition of job, just over broke. So I had a job, but I did not have enough money. So there's usually a saying that we use that you should get yourself to a place where you have more money at the end of the month. And I was the opposite of that. There was more month at the end of my money, and I couldn't really financially live or dream. And that really is what I want to share with you guys this evening. Maybe you're in a position where you actually love what you're doing, you love your job, but you are still on the looking for a second or a third stream of income. Because let me tell you, first thing that I've realized in 2019 and 2020 is that we are all in a corporate position or in a job so replaceable, because my firm in 2020 went through massive retrenchments due to the pandemic, and the first department that they looked at retrenching was my department, because we made the least amount of money at that point in time, because our work or my cases wasn't essential work. So we couldn't get my matters into court at that point of time. And the good thing was I was already busy building a second stream of income for myself That is why I mentioned in the beginning of the call, I replaced my 40-year plan with a 2 to 5 year plan. I worked really hard in this opportunity so that should something happen, which in my case was a potential retrenchment, I was able to go to my boss in September 2020. And I said to him, you know what, before you start with the retrenchment program, I'm giving you my resignation because I don't need this job anymore. I have got a second stream of income that is 3 times my income at the corporate position that I was holding at that time. But my assistant underneath me, she wasn't able to lose her job. She had no other financial wealth coming in. So instead of retrenching my department, I would rather step down, and you can allow her to step up, and you can give her whatever salary you think that she is worth. And that is the thing. Someone told me what I was worth in the form of my paycheck, even though I've given so much more of my time, so much more of my skills. I wasn't being celebrated. I was only being tolerated. And the reality for me was I realized that I was helping my boss every day to get to a place of financial freedom. I was helping him every day to get closer to his goals and his dreams. And when it came to my dreams and my goals, there was no time for that. And it slowly disappeared. And this is why this evening I'm starting this call with our dream session. And I really want you to just participate where you're at. Obviously, it's going to be very informal because you can't talk back with me, but I really want you to look at where you currently are with life. What is it that you are currently earning? And is what you are currently doing getting you closer to a place where you can actually retire and have financial freedom? Because if it's not that, and you're looking at a problem and you go to bed at night and you stress about your financial income, then really it is the time to think of a model that will help you to sustain a second or a third stream of income. And let me tell you, this model was it for me. Because of this, and because of Manatech, and because of the leadership in this company and the program and the system, I was able to fire my boss and step down from law. And I literally this year, October, celebrated my first year at home, my first year not working for someone, not being employable, not going back there and working for a boss. And this really has changed my life completely. Now, let me tell you, if you're going to struggle with the activity that I'm going to give you now, it's going to be some harsh words. This is words that stuck with me when I first attended my first meeting like this. The speaker that evening said to me that if you can work 8 to 10 hours a day on your job, and you come back home and you can't work at least 1 hour to 2 hours on your dreams and your future, you are not tired, you are uninspired. And I want to do this activity so that you can establish whether you are uninspired, whether someone or something has stolen your dreams from you, whether someone or someone has determined your net worth in the form of a paycheck, and because of that, you are unable to dream again about your future and your life. So we're going to start this evening with 3,000 Rand. If you would receive an extra 3,000 Rand per month, starting the month of December, if they, like we get paid on the 15th for this company. So let's say for example, tomorrow you get an extra 3,000 Rand in your bank account. What is it that you could do with an extra 3,000 Rand? Now, in my situation, if I go back to where I was, 3,000 Rand for me would definitely help me to breathe a bit. It would help me to cover some of my study debt that I still had, my student loan that I had for studying. It would have helped me to cover, for example, maybe a better medical aid option for me at that point in time. It definitely would have helped me to go into my rental, my rental space that I had at that point, because living in Johannesburg by yourself really is super expensive. But that is what 3,000 Rand, 2.5 years would have meant for me. If we had to up that figure to 6,000 Rand, what is it that you would be able to do with 6,000 Rand? Now, again, if I take it back to my position, 6,000 Rand would definitely have helped me to pay my vehicle finance in a shorter amount of time. Instead of giving them just a certain amount of money per month, I would up that figure so that I can get out of debt quicker in terms of my vehicle insurance and my vehicle finance. But 6,000 Rand for a lot of people would perhaps maybe cover school fees would cover the yearly or the quarterly school uniform that you would need. It would definitely cover for some people in starting a hobby or an activity that really makes your cup full, something that makes you excited to wake up in the morning. Maybe at 6,000 Rand, you are at a place where you can use your income to pay all your expenses, and 6,000 Rand is your first amount that you can start investing and saving towards your future and your dreams. But if we up that figure to 12,000 Rand, what is it that you could do with an extra 12,000 Rand? Now, for a lot of people, 12,000 Rand extra means a holiday away, where you can actually take your children and go treat them for a 7-day holiday somewhere. I don't know what your place of destination would be that makes you excited, but for a lot of people, that is one holiday in a year where in general, they could not be able to do that. Definitely for me in my position 2.5 years ago, and definitely today, 12,000 Rand will help me to travel, for sure. It will help me to go and see places. I think we live in a beautiful country. South Africa has got beautiful places, and Heike and myself truly still want to travel South Africa. We want to go see all the beautiful beaches. We want to go see all the beautiful, what do you call it, plattelande. There's so beautiful places that we can still see in South Africa. So that for us definitely would help a lot. But if we had to up that figure again to 25,000 Rand, what is it that you would start doing with 25,000 Rand extra a month? For me, at this point in time, this is where I can easily start giving the money away. This is where I can go into a shopping center and I can organize with the lady at the till that whoever comes behind me, I want to pay it forward and I want to bless them with 1,000 Rand. So whatever they buy and whatever they need, please bless them with 1,000 Rand. And I would walk out without them even knowing my face or seeing who I am, but just knowing that someone just blessed them with 1,000 Rand. I can easily start doing that. I can easily with that money buy products, are amazing products, and I can bless people in tough times when they really need to rely on our products for better health. So 25,000 Rand is a lot of extra money. But we don't stop. Let's double it. What would you do with an extra 40,000 Rand? Because 40,000 Rand is more or less the income that you would earn, like the presidential lady, as Yolandi just spoken. That is more or less your average income per month if you are a presidential. What can you do with 40,000 Rand per month extra? How would your life look like if this is part-time, your second stream of income? And again, let's up that figure. What would you do if you've got 80,000 Rand? Because you see, in between those two figures is where we were, when we made the decision that I'm now going to fire my boss. I'm going to step from a full-time lawyer down into a part-time opportunity, and I'm going to spend majority of my time in this opportunity. And my mission is to go and give people a voice. Manatech, Team Lava, Brach and Sebastian, we are beyond in their bigger business, and they stand for helping people to find their voice. Now, let me tell you, you have got a calling and a purpose over your life, and I'm not sure whether you are living out your purpose and your calling at this point in time or whether you are barely surviving. But I was barely surviving. I no longer I have no longer lived a life by design. I was in survival mode. For most people at this type of income, you can fire your boss. One of the parents can come home again. And that's our mission. Heike and myself, we want to take 100 couples out of the rat race and bring moms and dads back home so that they can spend quality time in the years where their children grow up and where it's crucial to have a mom and dad example in the house. But let's up that figure. Let's go big. What would you do with an extra 120,000 Rand? Because that's more or less what our gold presidential Brach and Sebastian brings home in this company. What is it that you can do? How can your life look like when that is your opportunity and your income in this company? So you might think tonight that all of these figures are insane, but start small. Start by an extra 1,000 Rand. Start by an extra 3,000 Rand. What is it that you can do differently with your life if you had that income coming into your bank account? Are you dreaming at the moment about your future, or are you not excited about it? Because our mission with tonight is to get you fired up, to get you excited about your dreams, and to really tell you that you matter. You are still here. You are still alive. Your heart is still beating because your story is not done. You have a purpose and a calling, and you are responsible for getting to that place and for making that thing matter. So that is from my side. Thank you to Manatech and this company that is truly changing my health, truly changing my wealth day by day, and allowing me to share hope with so many people that might find them in an unfortunate position where they can start to dream again. So I'm going to hand you over to a presidential director, Johan Hatting. He's an amazing person. He is in the banking industry, and there's no better person to share his why and some truly informative information when it comes to making your decision for an opportunity such as this. So Johan Hatting, over to you.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. I'd like to thank both of you, Heike and Geraldine, for introducing us to this amazing business. And I'd actually like to recognize my wife tonight. She actually found this amazing business 2.5 years ago, and we've only been doing it for 2.5 years. We love every minute of it. And yes, as Geraldine had said, I'm still in the corporate environment. I'm working every day, just over broke, as she has, as she has said. And that's the world that I'm living in for the last 30 years or so. But folks, my broker has actually said to me a number of times that, Johan, you don't have enough money to go into retirement. Now, I've got about 7 years or so left before I need to go into retirement. And it came to me as a shock that I don't have enough money to go into retirement. So folks, the reality is the average person that's resigning today around the world, and especially in South Africa, takes home about 40% of their last paycheck. And what we want to show you tonight is typically a solution to that plan. We typically call that plan the 40-year curse, because that's how we all end up. You know, we go and study and we work, and then we end up in a place where we just cannot afford to go into retirement. And I don't want that for anybody on tonight's call. Really, it's not necessary. Here we're telling you tonight about a 5-year plan. So it's pretty much a 2 to a 5-year plan where you could become financially free. Now, a gentleman, the name of Robert Kiyosaki, wrote a number of books, 20 in total, I think. The first one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The second one was The Cash Flow Quadrant. So folks, these are 2 amazing books. And if you love reading, or even if you don't, just get these 2 books and read them, because they're just simply amazing. So what Robert has done is actually done his research, and he's found that the world population find themselves in one of 4 areas. We also refer to it as quadrants. Now, the first quadrant that we're talking about tonight is the employee quadrant. That's typically the one where I'm slaving it away every day of my life. And this is where you're actually trading time for money. So you work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. And that's the reality. And the second one below that, the S, or the self-employed quadrant, that's where most people, you know, everybody is actually have this dream of starting their own business. Folks, in this world, you probably end up working double the hours what you used to work as an employee. And we're referring to these 2 quadrants, the E and the S quadrant, employee and self-employed, as the active income quadrants. This is where you work and you get paid. But the exciting part is sitting on the right-hand side, what you're looking at tonight. On the right-hand side, we're looking at a B quadrant, which is a business owner, which is very much a system-driven business. So there's a whole system that you can plug into, like what we're going to tell you about tonight. And when you become part of that system, and folks, just so that you know, we're very, very big on teamwork in this business. So the B and the I, which is obviously the investor quadrants, these 2 quadrants are passive income quadrants, and you actually want to be in those 2. Now, Robert had said that 90% of the world's population find themselves in the E and the S. So don't feel too bad if you're in one of these 2, like I am. It's okay, because you're still paying the rent and you're paying the bills. But you know what, folks? We only have access to 10% of the world's wealth. And what we want to share with you tonight is a better way. It's that 2 to a 5-year plan. And this is where 10% of the world actually find themselves, and they have access to 90% of the wealth. And this is what we want to share with you tonight. So the industry that we are in is typically referred to as the perfect opportunity. And what we want to do tonight is actually showing you the 3 mega trends. Now, folks, you don't want to invest, trust me, you don't want to invest in something that's past tense, something that served its purpose over time. You want to invest in a trendy business that's actually taking the world by storm. And, you know, the first area that we operate in is health and wellness. So this was supposed to be $1 trillion industry. Today, it's actually much bigger than that. It's 4.2 already. So it's a massive industry. This is where everything outside the medical box, we're keeping people healthy, fit, and it's all about fat loss. It's all about nutrition, skincare, and fitness. So it's a very, very big industry. Coupled with that is direct sales. Folks, here we're talking about an industry that's almost $200 billion big. So it's massive. Everybody today is buying online, and I think there are more billionaires or millionaires rather born and in this industry in the last couple of years than in any other industry. So everybody is buying online. It's the norm today. And then there's social entrepreneurship, which is actually quite exciting if you think of it, because this is where most companies sort of give back to their communities. And we are really, really blessed with a program called Mission 5 Million. It's a charity program where we're giving back to people, or basically to kids. And the exciting part about what we're sharing with you tonight is if you can find something that's right there in the middle of these 3 industries, we talk about this is a massive opportunity. And this is where we would like to take you to the next slide and actually show you what is it that we are doing. So folks, if you wondered what we're doing, we are so excited about this. 2.5 years ago, we did not even know about Manatech. Today, the company has been founded in '94. Their head office is in Dallas, Texas. They're more than 27 years in existence, which tells you that it's not a fly-by-night company. It's an established company. They operate globally, and we are currently operating in 26 countries, folks. Next year, January, we're going to call that number +5 because we're opening in 5 more countries from January onward. So you want to be associated with something that's trendy and growing. The company is really, you know, what is exciting about it as well is they're trading on the NASDAQ, which is the second biggest stock exchange around the world, under the ticket MTEX, and they're trading there since 1999. This is a big deal because the company, for anybody to trade on NASDAQ, you're getting audited 4 times a year, unlike in South Africa, where it's once a year. Now, the Mission 5 Million program, that's the heart of the company. You know, that's actually how this company was established in South Africa, Salori's Pass in Cape Town, a few years, like 13 years ago. And it's so exciting to share this with you tonight. So what is this all about? Folks, we're talking here about glyconutrition, which is a big word. I didn't even understand it when I first heard it. But we're talking here about glyconutrition, which in a simple terms, it's all about cell-to-cell communication. Now, we have about 37 trillion cells in our bodies, and these cells need to communicate on a daily basis. And this is which the next speaker will take you away and actually give you more information on this. So over to you, Geraldine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Johan. I almost thought that you're going to keep on talking because you're so excited this evening. We love you on the call. We love you and Leonie as a couple, but we're going to keep you for a bit longer because Leonie has got such an amazing product testimony, and she's going to share with us what the products has done for her, but also give you some more information about how the products work just before Johan went into too much information.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. And yes, if it wasn't for you and Heike, 2.5 years ago, as Johan said, I was in a very dark space. And I actually joined this for money. And what drew me to the opportunity was the fact that it's teamwork. And it was all like everything was against my personality and the products. I was very skeptical about the products because in the beginning I saw everybody's health that's changed and I had no health issues. I'm a tennis player. I play in my age group provincial tennis tournaments. And on my first tournament, I asked Heike, okay, tell me what do I need to use because I'm going to play for a whole week, 2 to 3 matches per day. So tell me what I need to use. And he gave me the sport bundle. and we started the tournament, and one of my team members withdrew, and I had to play singles the whole week. And 5 years ago, I had a back fusion. So, but it was a success. I can play tennis, but I struggle with stiffness, especially when I play a lot of tennis. And in that week that I've played tennis, every morning I woke up as if I didn't play tennis yesterday. So I was amazed about the products. The products are so amazing. It's even got 130 registered patents on it. What does that mean? It means nobody else can make these products. It's Manatech's secret, if you want to call that. There's a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you can use these products for 3 months. If your health didn't change, you can just return the empty containers and Manatech will refund you. So overseas, it's 180 days, but our Credit Act only allows for 90 days. Our products are also NSF certified for purity and safety. So in other words, what's on the label is inside. You never have to wonder if it's really inside and what is in it. It's all pure plant-based, it's all gluten-free, everybody can use this product. And Manatech even put $50 million back into research and development to improve our products on a daily basis. And our products are not tested on animals. Our products has been tested on, we call it double-blind placebo tests. That means humans' blood tests. And 17 clinical studies has been done on the progress of the products. So we've got amazing products. It's absolutely changed my life. It's not all about the money now. It's all for me to giving hope to people with their health at this stage. So thank you very much, Geraldine, for the opportunity to share on your call. Bye.
Thank you so much, Team Hutton. We will see you guys in the new year. And thank you for an amazing year this year of 2021. So next up, also with a product testimony, is Dalian Brits. She's also a presidential lady. And let me tell you, her story, her why, her product testimonies truly inspires me every time that she shares it. So Dalian, can't wait to hear what you are sharing with us this evening. Thank you, Dalian.
Thanks so much, Geraldine. I also just want to thank you and Heike, Bonds Presidential Directors. Thanks so much for all your love and support. You take us by the hand every day. I'm going to talk about a product that, is not a lot of people actually talk about, and that is rejuvenation cream. I've got an exceptionally dry skin, and so much so that I've got to put on moisturizer about twice or 3 times a day. I'm like a raisin. And then I started using the rejuvenation cream. And let me tell you, I could feel it like kind of immediately that my face didn't crinkle and, I just didn't feel that dry. And it was just a few days in, make it a week, that I actually started seeing that, your skin actually goes extremely fine. And it takes away the small wrinkles. And I thought, what, Dalian, you're just imagining all these things. But then people actually started telling me, you look happy, your skin you look young, all those things. And then I realized it's actually the cream. So let me tell you, not a lot of people are talking about this, but this is genuinely a phenomenal product. So yeah, very difficult just to choose one, but I'm going to stick to that one. But thanks so much, Geraldine. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Geraldine and Heike.
Thank you so much, Dalian. Yeah, I can truly say that our rejuvenating cream has done amazing stuff for Dalian. I actually asked her when I saw her again after a few weeks of lockdown, what is it that she's changed? Because she's glowing, she looks younger, she looks happier. And our antioxidant, which is one of our products, as well as our rejuvenating cream, actually acts as an anti-aging product. So let me tell you, the ladies on the stage, as they share, they look phenomenal. They carry their age so young. So invest in our antioxidant and our rejuvenating cream if you truly want to look younger. So it is such a privilege for me to hand over to my husband. He is the person who invited me to this opportunity, who took me by the hand, who told me it is okay that you are scared. It is okay that you might be worried about. It is completely different to what you know. So you're going to have to unlearn a few things, but let me help you. Let me show you the way. And because of him, I can dream again. And we are so excited about our future, our dreams, and what we're going to do for people. So over to my husband.
Thanks, Berry. What an honor. It's a privilege. Hello, everybody. It's wonderful to be on this call. Welcome to all the new guys and everybody that we've invited. Just again, for the people that we've invited, please send us a WhatsApp or just a thumbs up afterwards so that we can really follow up with you. So, sorry, this wire is just... So really tonight is truly just about your dream. That's really what it's about. You know, where do you want to be in 2 years, in 5 years? Is what you're doing at the moment getting you closer to who you want to be or not? And just a quick testimony on myself, how I got involved. So about 6 years ago, a friend of mine came to me, said I must try these products. I literally laughed at him because I didn't think it was going to help at all. I was on about 5,000 Rand of chronic medication. I was very, very, very sick for many, many, many years. Long story short, I said, okay, I'll try these products, but if it doesn't work, I want to get my money back. And it was quite funny because I've never heard of a company where you can buy, let's say, Omega or a product for your gut or your cognitive thinking, you know, or for whatever health challenge, which is natural, real plant, real food, and you get your money back if it doesn't work. I mean, you walk into your Clicks and you buy an Omega, and if it doesn't work, you get your money back. So that's the only reason I bought it. And long story short, after 9 months, I was off almost all my medication, and that was... Sure, 6 years ago, and I haven't been back on that medication ever since. I've had one little bit of a cough though, about 2 years ago. That's it, because I stopped using the products for a week, and I've never been back on antibiotics except when a spider bit me on the back of my head. So because of that, I just started sharing my testimony with people. That's all I did, and that's all everybody on this call does, is sharing hope and sharing their testimony with people. And so eventually the person that got me the product said, do you want to make extra money? And I said, yeah, of course I want to make extra money. And he said, well, instead of referring people to me, let me help people open up their online store, like an Amazon store, you know, and every single time they purchase across the world in 37 countries, whether you send them a link from the app or wherever, and they purchase the products in anywhere in these 32 countries, now from the 22nd of Jan, you know, you get paid every time they purchase. And I said, but that's ridiculous. How does that work? Well, you just refer people to the products or to, you know, to Hope, whether it's health or wealth. And every time they purchase this product, you get paid. And my first paycheck was about 3,500 Rand. And it took us 18 months. I made a decision to do this part-time. I was scared. I was afraid. I didn't have any skills. Didn't know how I was going to do it. And the people on this call took me by the hand, like we will take you by the hand, and showed me how to do this. And in about 18 months, we got to a place of financial freedom where we had enough residual income coming in every single month so that I don't have to sell my time for money anymore. And we've helped plenty of people do exactly the same thing. And in the process of doing so, and it's our heart and our passion to do exactly the same for you. If you choose, you don't need any education, doesn't matter where you come from. All you need is 3 things. You need to be hungry to change your life. You need to be teachable, and you need to be honeable, which means, well, same as teachable. And of course, you've got to be a person of honor, you know, otherwise, you know, who's going to do business with you? So how does the money work? Just quickly why Manatech? Why, if you had to choose? Now, the first thing is if you ever want to get to a place of freedom, financial freedom, to have more choices, you need to be the CEO of your own business. Now, of course, as Johan explained, you know, if you want to start your own business, it is hard, it is tough, it can be done. Of course, this is not the only model that's ever it's going to be good for you, but it's definitely the better model. It's the better model for you to, in a short period of time, 2 to 5 years, get to a place where you've got more choices in your life. Why do I say that? Well, not everybody can start their own business. It's high risk. If you're going to continue working as an employee, it's great and it's awesome. You learn a lot of stuff, but you know, we are after freedom, wanting freedom for people. So why Manatech? And usually I say to people, well, why not? You know, you've got nothing to lose to start. Literally nothing. That's why I don't understand why people just, you know, that's not everybody just, you know, you're never going to have all the information, but you just have to take that leap out of the boat. It's part-time. You don't have to leave your job. You are your own boss. You decide when you want to work on this. Okay. It's incredible. It's designed to build that, to do it that way. It's an online business. You know, everybody wants an online business where people purchase online from you, it gets delivered to their houses, and everybody kind of wants that kind of thing. But you know, to set that up, you've got to think about the distribution, the marketing, the products. You've got to think about the back office. You've got to build everything. You've got to market. You've got to have your websites designed. You've got to have. It is not as easy as people think. And this business is online, so you can build this business. As you can see, it's a global business in across the world from your computer. And you know, online is just the future. It's just the way that it is. So unless you start investing now and looking at some kind of business model that's going to help you not just when, you know, generate income when something happens. You want residual income that continuously pays you out. I mean, what's better than that? So it's online, it's zero risk. And we're going to share with you exactly now how that works financially. Now, that usually gets people and goes, how does that work? You know, because we were brought up in a tradition, in a culture where we were told that you need money to make money. That's what people think. And a lot of people still think that way. Oh, no, but you need money to make money. That's just how it's not right. It's not true. It's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. You can make unlimited income, and we're going to show you how to do it. I mean, I'm sure wherever you work, you can't just decide to make unlimited income. It's a global business. We've spoken about that, which is incredible, which also allows you to travel the world to all your, you know, you can, it can literally mean that one day you can leave South Africa. You know, because your money gets paid over from Dallas, Texas. You can live in the States. You can live in all the countries. Go check out on the website, manatech.com, all the countries that we're in, and you can build the business from there. We have this incredible incentive holiday. So if you feel like traveling and you just want to travel the world with us, you know, every single year we travel with Manatech. There's an incentive. If you qualify for the incentive, we've had people that have qualified in 3 months, in 4 months, doesn't matter. They sign up and they just qualify. They work and they qualify because they want to go overseas and travel. All expenses paid. We've been across the world and it's just been phenomenal. Turnkey business. What does that mean? It means that you literally buy a business in a box. You literally have to turn the key and go. Now, and what that means is that all the systems has been put in place, all the systems. You don't have employees, you don't have rent that you need to pay. You don't have to worry about inventory, distribution, marketing and advertising. You don't worry about, you know, your back office. You don't have any admin, which is incredible. You don't drive around with products in your car. You're not a salesperson. You're a business owner. You're not a salesperson. And I want you guys to understand that. You don't start Manatech to sell products. You become a business owner and you want to understand how the system works across the world so that you can build an empire if you so choose. But if you want to just make 5,000 Rand a month, that's also great. Okay. Teamwork. You can't do anything in life by yourself. And well, you can, but you know, you will never, ever, ever achieve your full potential and achieve the greatness that you know, that I believe that you're meant to achieve by yourself. Nobody, not even Henry Ford, nobody, he didn't even know anything about engines, but they had the right people around him. And that is what you need in order to get what you want out of life. The leadership training is incredible. The mentoring is incredible. And it just really changed my life completely. And of course, if you haven't started thinking about your retirement, this is your retirement. Okay, so how does the money work? Where do you start? So most people spend about 1,000, 2,005 every month on, you know, products that they buy discount, you know, things that they try and use to stay out of, you know, the doctor's office, doctor's appointments, all of those kind of things. Okay. So, so if you just want to use the products, we've got over 60 products. You know, I'm sure that most people go and buy some kind of, you know, multivitamin and whatever. Did you know that a synthetic multivitamin that you purchase in a normal pharmacy is made from rock, petroleum, or steel shavings? Did you know that? I mean, in South Africa, we are so, you know, baffled by the marketing and everything because it's not regulated. Okay, so I suggest to people, just start using the product. Try the products for 3 months. Try what we did. You know, try the products. If you don't like it, you get your money back. So, I mean, you literally have nothing to use. To do. So if you want to just be a customer, you just want to try these products and experience this incredible health, you know, benefits that we all experience on Manatech. You become a customer. The person that has invited you will help you open up an online account, literally like an Amazon account or a Wish account. You'll purchase the products online. The products will be shipped to your doorstep in 2 to 5 working days. You start eating the products and you smile. There's some great loyalty points that when you use these products every single month, it's basically a 20% discount that you receive every month, which builds up in a little kitty. And after 3 months, you can claim it back in other products. So it's great. And you also feed children with Mission 5 Million, like you want to, you know, you be part of something so much bigger when you get involved in Manatech, because you're saving people's lives with Mission 5 Million. I suggest you start as an associate, okay? Because an associate, when you register for that, you pay a whopping 710 Rand to register as a business builder in Manatech. Now, I know it doesn't make sense. That is what it is. And there's a 600 Rand renewal fee every month. Now, that's not even 2 cappuccinos a month. Now, when people say I've got big dreams, but they're not even willing to sacrifice 2 cappuccinos a month if they don't have the 710 rand to really step out and do something incredible, then nobody really can help that person. So you register as an associate, and that will give you, you qualify for all the commissions. You also get your loyalty points and everything, and we'll get to that now. So associate, that's what you want to register for. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of ways that Manatech pays out. I want you to kind of stick with me. I'm going to keep it very simple and everything. And believe you me, just get back to the person that has invited you so that we can follow up and talk to you and hear what your heart, and really continuously till the day that you die, educate you on how this works. Okay, because the training never stops. So the first way that you will get paid is every single person that will purchase a product because of you referring that person to Manatech, whether it's through a link, whether it's through the website, whether it's through, we've got this awesome app, you send somebody something from the app, you can use it on social media. When somebody presses on that app or whatever, and he purchases the product, you get paid 20% of the first order that person purchases. So if he purchases 1,000 rand from you, you get 200 rand. Okay. We get paid on the 15th of every month. So that's quite simple and basic. Okay, 20% of the first order. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind all these bonuses that I'm talking about. Okay, so that's only the first bonus. Okay, when you start off in this business, you want to as well set up a subscription order for your own products. Now, the reason for that is in any business, if you're not a product of the product, you're simply not going to be able to build this business. It's like that with any business. When you start your own business, you have to use your own products. Why? Because if you don't believe in your own product, nobody else is going to believe you. If you don't have conviction, and if you don't believe that you can save somebody's life and you've got the greatest products in the world and you want to add value to people, then what's going to happen is you're going to try and sell products for the money. And we don't want that. We want you to have the conviction that these products, everybody needs ambrotose, everybody needs glycans, everybody needs this product that nobody in the world can make, that facilitates cell-to-cell communication and that allows your cells to speak to one another. Nobody has that product in the world. And that's what makes Manatech so different. So unless you become a product of the product, you're not going to be transparent, and you're not really going to be in integrity. So I usually say to people, listen, buy 5,000 worth of products. Just purchase it and use the products because it's your business. You've got all these products. You're in 32 countries from the 22nd of Jan, 27 at the moment. But you want to know what it is that you're using so that you can create a testimony and a story on how to do this. But if you don't want to do that, we suggest that you at least start with 1,500 worth of products, because 1,500 equals what we call 100-point volume. Now, that's more or less 3 products that you'll receive, and those products will give you results. But PV, point volume, is Manatech's currency worldwide. So how that works is every product in Manatech has got a certain amount of points allocated to the product. For example, our Omega is 28-point volume. Our heart products, cardio balance, is, for example, 42-point volume. And it doesn't matter in which country it is, the point volume stays exactly the same. Whether it costs differently in yen or dollar or whatever, the PV stays exactly the same. You'll see at the bottom, 1 PV equals $1 in the States. In South Africa, it's plus minus 15 Rand equals 1 PV. Plus minus 15 Rand equals 1 PV. So 1,500 equals more or less 100-point volume. So you'll be contributing a lot of stuff to the kids in Mission 5 Million, and you'll receive your products and, of course, your business in a box at your doorstep. Now, you want to make that money back as quickly as possible. So how this works is that in any business, you're going to need customers. And I understand if nobody's ever had their own business, it's a daunting thing to start building your own business. And that's why the training, the webinars, the face-to-face, the counseling, the guidance, the stuff that we teach you the skills to become entrepreneurial, because it's the future. You have to somehow become entrepreneurial and start learning these skills. And we teach you that. And that is basically for free, because we walk this journey with you. So imagine that is your store, your online store. So what you want to do is you only want to start off with getting about 5 customers. That's all. There's 7.2 billion people on this planet. You can get 5 customers. Anybody can. So what I want to show you here now is that, okay, so imagine that's your shop and you've got 5 customers, and each customer purchases 100-point volumes worth of products from you. It can be 10 customers purchasing 50-point volume from you. But the moment you've got over 500 PV going through your store, you'll see there, I've underlined it, you will receive 15% of the turnover what you're doing every single month. So that is about 8,500 Rand going through your shop, whether the person is in England or wherever and stuff, and they're purchasing the products. You're receiving every single month 15,000 Rand. Plus minus 15% of that, which is about 1,000 Rand coming into your bank account every month, over and above their first order bonuses. Okay. When you've got 200 PPV, to about 499, you receive 10%. When you've got 1,000 PPV in your online store, so that could be 10 customers of 100 PV, that could be 5 customers of 200 PPV, doesn't matter. And when you've got 1,000 PPV and more, you'll earn 20% of the turnover every single month. So that is already great money, and already there you can do that in a week. You can do that in a month, you can do that whatever, but immediately you've covered your products that you're purchasing every month, and off you go. And already every single cent over and above that is profit. Now you've got to understand that most companies work 3 to 5 years before they start generating profit. You are already making profit, even if it's just 100 Rand over and above your products and everything. You're already making profit. Okay. So now here's the third bonus I want to talk about. We spoke about first order, power seller. You want to take a team of people with you, because this business is based on leadership. It teaches you leadership, how to lead people. And you can't do this. You can't build an empire doing it by yourself. Nobody can in any business. So how many people out there do you think is in need of extra money? Everybody. I don't know anybody that's allergic to money. How many people out there do you think is in need of hope and an awesome opportunity to really change their lives? Everybody. So everybody's open for this opportunity. And so imagine you get John and Cindy, and they're super excited and they want to walk this journey with you. They've met us. They've been on a webinar. They've met all the leaders on the team. There's so many ways to expose Manatech to people. This is just a little online version that we have tonight. And they sign up, and you teach them to do what you've done. So you help them to do what you've done. You help them get 500 PV, 500 PV. Imagine you're the guy at the bottom or the guy on the left or whatever and stuff, and you've helped 2 people to do that. The moment you've helped 2 people to do that, you qualify for what they call a Team 2 bonus. A Team 2 bonus will give you an extra 1,000 Rand in your bank account every single month. Okay. When you do that with another 2 people, you'll receive 1,500 Rand plus the 1,000 Rand every single month in your bank account. And every single time you do that for 2 people, you serve and help and love people, you'll get 2,000 Rand continuously. So remember now, it's first order bonus, it's power seller bonus, plus these team bonuses. But here's where the power lies in this business. Now, I think Johan spoke a bit about leverage. He spoke about exponential growth. He spoke about, how do you generate residual income? What the clever people out there realize and know what to do. Because most people that are truly wealthy know that they'll rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of their own effort. Because if something happens to you, where's your money going to come from? Okay, so how this works is that let's go back to John and Cindy. You've signed up John and Cindy. You've received the first order bonus. You're receiving great power seller bonus. You've now received the Team 2 bonus in this, model that you're looking at. So in your business, as you look here, you've got 1,500 PV in your business. This is your business. You signed them up. This is not some weird, strange pyramidal thing where a person at the top makes the most money. It's the person that works the hardest that makes the most money. Okay. This is what's so incredible about this business. So you signed 2 people up. You've got, you'll agree with me, you've got 1,500 PV, in your business. Okay. You feed 15 kids to the mission 5 million. And at this point, you call the director. We celebrate you. We party with you when that happens. You come to big leadership events and we recognize you, and you get a little badge and everybody claps hands for you because you've achieved something. Recognition in Manatech is amazing. Okay. And at this level, your business earns leadership income, anything between 750 and 3,000 Rand over and above all those other bonuses that I spoke about, okay? Residual income every single month. You can do this in a week. You can do it in a month. You can do it. People have done it in a day. I promise you. Some people have done it in a day. Okay. I'm not saying you've got to do it in a day, and it's not a race. It just depends how quickly you want to get where you want to be. And of course, here's where the power lies in this. So when you look at this, at the bottom there, you'll see what I've just explained. You're a director, you earn 750 to 3,000 Rand. Now what you want to do is you want to help those people that you've signed up to also get to director. It's a serving model. And of course, you only work with the people that want to work with you, where you are celebrated. You don't want to work with something that's not going to want to run with you. And so you help a few people get to director. Once you've helped about 4 people, just in the case of this example, you will be at executive director. Did you get all 60 customers? No. Your team did it. You did it with your team. And an executive director earns 3,000 to 10,000 Rand every single month. Now, I want to explain to you the power of this. When you have R1 million in your bank account, you know that the interest that you earn today after tax is about 5,240 Rand. If you've got R1 million in the bank, did you know that? You know, most people don't know that. That's what you earn when you have R1 million in the bank. Here, we've had a person that have done this in 17 days, 22 days, 3 months, 6 months. It doesn't matter, but you want to do it quickly. You can do this in a month. You know, now you're earning, let's say, an average of 8,000 Rand a month, over and above those bonuses. Your business is worth already R1 million, an asset value of R1 million. And of course, the next step, you just keep on duplicating, You learn, you grow, you read the books, you become entrepreneurial, you understand how this model works, you get into it, you get excited about that. Next up is Gold Executive Director. That's 15 to 20,000 Rand a month. You can do that in 6 months, 9 months. You want to do it in less than a year because, I mean, the quicker you see the results, the better. At this point, some people can come home. Some people can actually come home earning that kind of money residually, meaning you spend an hour, 2 hours a day on your business, but the money continuously comes in. Next up is Presidential Director. That's 30 to 50,000 Rand a month. Bronze Presidential, 60 to 80,000 Rand a month. And obviously, continuously it goes. We've got the Platinum Presidential. That's only where the big money starts, you know, which is incredible. Now, I've met a person that has made $1 million in this business. Now, imagine what you can do with $1 million, how you can help, what, you know, how many NGOs you can help, your dreams, how many people you can help. It's just incredible. So this is just a slide of the personal development in the business. And the reason why Manatech is so successful worldwide is because of the personal development system. Most people never, ever, once they finish the university, they don't ever continue developing their skills. And we've got the system that while you are growing in this business, that we've got a system that continuously teaches you, challenges your mindset, teaches you new skills, show you how to do it. It's just a matter of duplication. You don't need to learn anything new. You don't need to do anything new. You just duplicate what the person that does it says to you what to do. And we've got tools, you know, and webinars and coaching and masterminding. And we've got so much, the fun in this business is the most incredible. And the relationships that you build and the people that you build and the journey that you walk, the never-ending journey. Now, of course, when you stop building this business and you leave, I mean, the only way you can fail in this business is if you quit. And you will know when you quit. I mean, if you don't build the business actively and you don't do what you're supposed to, you know, then you basically have quit. But if you're solidly working on this business part-time, putting the effort in, working because you've got your dream, it's not a get-rich-quick thing. You have to graft. But I'll rather graft hard for 2 to 5 years and then have my freedom than sit back and for 40 years work and maybe have a retirement or, you know, depend on the government. It just makes absolutely sense. So with that, we want to say good night. You've got to ask yourself this question, you know, if it's not this, then what? If you are in the looking zone, there are great opportunities out there. I want to share that with you. Manatech's not the be all and end all, really. I mean, there are so many awesome opportunities, but it's a stone cold fact that this is a better opportunity. And a lot of people don't get involved only because they're afraid or they doubt or they're scared or they kind of wonder, you know, or, you know, you'll get so excited tonight and somebody else is going to tell you tomorrow, nah, man, it doesn't work, blah, blah, or whatever, you know, I wouldn't do it and stuff. And immediately, the enemy came and stole your dream. I don't want that to happen with you. I want you guys to make a decision out of wisdom. And how you're going to do it is get back to the person that has invited you. Share a WhatsApp, a thumbs up. Let us share with you the information, talk with you, follow up. Nobody's in need of anybody signing up in this business. I promise you, I believe you that. We want to help you grow a better future so that we can walk this journey with you and help you transform your life. Because I mean, if not now, when? I mean, when do people make their decision to say, I'm done, I'm drawing the line, I'm moving forward, and I'm now changing my life? Because if you're going to continuously keep on doing what you're doing, you're just going to stay where you stay. You know, Richard Branson has got this wonderful quote that if a great opportunity comes your way and you don't know how to do it and you're scared and you're afraid and you're doubtful, take it anyway and learn along the way. Again, it's a seed. You want to learn, you want to grow. And And most seeds comes to fruition between 3 to 5 years. And I promise you now, this will change your life forever. So with that, I want to say thank you to the speakers. Thank you to my incredible wife. Thank you to all the presidential directors that was on this call. And there are so many other more testimonies. Get back to the person that has invited you, and we'll share with you any information that you need in order for you to start. And the quicker you start, especially in December, you can start listening to some audios, you can get excited about your dreams, you can start building your vision board so that when January starts, you will be ready, more ready than any other person, to actually start building your freedom. Okay, guys, take care. God bless. Have an incredible evening.